Hello, it is Saturday, February 16th, 2019. How are we doing today? And how are we doing tonight? Wherever you are in this great big world, hope you're doing alright. Before we begin, I want to say this video is my views and my opinions. If you do not like my views or opinions, that's fine. I'm not making you like them. I'm not making you believe them. That is totally up to you. I'm not going to. That is up to you. I just hope you show me the same respect with the opposite views and opinions you have to mine. So please, don't force your views and opinions on me just because I see differently. And since YouTube is an open platform where everybody can talk about anything, no matter what it is, I have decided to talk about something that came up into my news feed on one of the aminos I'm in. Boy, I'm talking about something somebody already covered. Oh no! Just because you can doesn't mean you should, is the title of this blog post that I read while I was eating my brunch. And I was like, I'm going to eat my food first before I even respond. Because this is nothing more than a bunch of self-righteous lightworker bullshit. Now, there's a couple of YouTubers in the witchy/pagan/witchy pagan community that have been talking about lightworkers. And I agree with one of them about, let them do them. As long as they ain't coming to you and starting shit with you, who gives a shit? If they want to disrupt the balance and duality of nature and life, let them. I don't see it like that. I see balance. I see duality. But hey, I learned not everyone believes in duality or balance in nature. And that's fine too. So I'm going to let them do them. As long as they ain't coming to me and starting shit with me, I don't give a fuck. They start off by saying, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I believe it's a popular song title sung by Catherine Russell, but I did not know that until now. Well, neither did I. I didn't even know it was a song. I always heard it as a fucking philosophy. Or a mantra in life. Then they go on to make point number 1. There are lots of stuff we can do that do good. And that's okay. It's good to help and do good to others. Yes, I agree. I always try to do good when I can. If I have the money, or if I can give them the food that I can spare, I'll do it. And if I can't, I'll try to, pray for them with my gods and goddesses and have them be protected over and watched. I do that. So, doing good is a good thing. I agree. But then she goes into point number 2. with her preachy bullshit. We can do bad stuff too. Is it okay to do things that harm people we don't like? After all, they deserve it. Absolutely not. Point your finger at another person and look at your hand. There are 3 fingers pointing back to you. No. First of all, fuck off with that nonsense. 2, most people who harm others are doing it out of, fucking, I don't know what the fucking correct term is, but, they're mental, or they just do it because, they're fucked up in the head with some kind of psycho bullshit. I don't know. They're nuts. They're plain and simple. But in the point that you're making here, the people we don't like, no. I've never hurt anybody physically or with magic because I don't like them. I keep my shit to myself. If I don't like somebody, the common thing is to ignore them and walk away. Which goes into point number 3. Things that help versus things that harm. Do all your good deeds outweigh your bad deeds? Well, that's not quite how it works. At the time, you might feel justified. Nothing bad happens in return, so we got away with it, right? Wrong. Karma has a habit of coming at us when we least expect it. Okay. 1, not everybody believes in karma. And 2, your karma is not karma. That's not karma. That is the law of rat. What goes around comes around. Karma is a completely different thing. This is what goes around, comes around. Just like the song by Rat. It's the law of round and round. And as for good deeds that outweigh your bad, again, in some paths and religions, that's true. It does. I know in Comedicism, I believe, I know Comedic Witchcraft will probably chime in because she knows all about it. I'm not going to say for sure, so don't quote me. But if Zabora, you're watching, feel free to chime in on that one. But I know something about the scale and your deeds and a feather being weighed on it. Like I said, don't quote me. And I mean, I have to live with the shit that I've done. A lot of people that are human have to live with the shit they've done. You can drink yourself into oblivion, do drugs into oblivion. You can do whatever it is that you fucking want to escape the memories and pain of what you have done. But you can, look at it and realize it. Deal with it. Especially when it comes to justification. Did that rapist deserve something magically bad happen to him? Yes. He was out there raping people. Could have raped you. And you're supposed to just smile and nod and let it go? No. If you can't work things out amicably, then take it to man's law. And if man's law fails, then magically do something about it. You're a fucking witch. You're a sorcerer. Do something. And that goes into another subject that I fucking heard the other night, which I noticed there's a thing in the witchy community a lot of people are doing, but that's a different video. But if man's law fails, then take it into your own hands. If you can't work it out amicably, take it into your own hands. Man's law isn't perfect. And does and often fail. Killers and rapists and all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly people get away scot-free. But you're a fucking sorcerer. You're a fucking witch. You can do something about it when it has to come to that. And I've also changed my stance just a little bit on that when it comes to something like that whole thing with me and Uziel. She fucking cursed me from the start. From the fucking start. My dumbass didn't realize it until after my beloved cat died. And even then, it was like brought up as a little funny thing. But that little funny thing turned into actual fucking truth. Once I consulted the sources that I consulted to confirm all this. People like Uziel doesn't give anything. They don't give two fucking shits on what they do. They're out to get what they want. Me? I didn't like what I had to do. But you know what? Bottom line is, I'm saving someone else. I'm saving maybe your son. Your nephew. Your brother-in-law. Your brother. A friend. Someone you know. From falling into this vile witch's hands. You know, if she was just a money scammer, that'd be fine. But no, she had to go and take it to the extreme. Which caused me to go into my extreme. I ain't proud of what I've done. To fight back. But it's done. Final point. But what's the harm in calling up a few spirits? Just for a bit of fun? They can't hurt anyone, surely. Well, I wouldn't advise you to do that personally. You don't necessarily know what you're calling up. What if they turn out to be bigger and badder and more powerful than you are? They can attach themselves to you and refuse to leave. You and your pals are petrified by now, screaming, even. But the demons feed on your fear, draining your energy, and they grow stronger. You are helpless. Was it such a good idea? I think not. No. Shove it up your ass, bitch. With your Hollywood fucking bullshit right there. First of all, and I'm speaking with 100% experience here. I'll be on my 8th year in dealing with something like this April. Calling upon spirits and demons can be helpful to you. They can help you. Not everyone is a bad, or I should say malicious. Not every one of them are malicious. Yes, there are malicious spirits and demons. Just like there are malicious humans. You've got your good, you've got your bad, you got your ugly. They are a reflection of us. Or are we a reflection of them? Yeah, something to think about, huh? And yeah, it is true. Sometimes you don't know what you're calling up. But 90% of the time, what you're describing, this Hollywood nonsense, is because the people were fucking inexperienced. They were inexperienced. They just jumped into it. They didn't study. They didn't learn the proper incantation words. Especially if it's in another language. They were more than likely letting their emotions get to them and control them. Doubt, fear, even doubt, yeah. You doubt like, oh, nothing's going to show up. Yeah, well, sometimes they do. And sometimes they will fuck you up. Spirits and demons, they read us like a fucking book. They know what we're thinking. They know what we're feeling. Better than we know ourselves. Till someone got her panties in a twist. You know, I made it a mission in life to warn people, to teach people, don't just rush in and summon. Take your time. Study. Learn. Control your emotions. Control your mind. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you should fucking be telling other people not to do it. And I know this is a direct jab towards me because of my last blog, which was the written form of my summoning Pazuzu video. Because I wrote Well, I actually wrote that first. Then I made a video off of that. But where I summoned Pazuzu. And I know this is Hollywood nonsense bullshit that she's talking about, because everything she's just said was from just fucking Hollywood Christian bullshit. Like, fuck out of here with this nonsense. I've called upon, I don't know how many times, of certain names from the Necronomicon. Ziku, Saruludu, Barashakushu, 3 out of the 4 Slayers. The one that brings rain. And only 2 of them have ever hurt me. And it wasn't for that reason anyway. It was for another reason. And one of those reasons was because I was inexperienced. This was like my 3rd or 4th spell. Now, I don't hate Lightworkers as long as, they ain't pushing their shit on people. They're entitled to their own beliefs, their own views, just like anybody else. But you get these type. You get these type that come in and say, my word is the fucking law. No, it's not. So, sit your punk ass down and stay in your yard. You don't control everybody. You don't speak for everybody. You don't speak for me. You don't speak for my friends. You don't speak to my enemies. Speak for yourself. Because you could have worded this whole blog post completely different. You could have wrote it unbiased. A normal person will live with what they do in life. Whether it's good or bad. I have to live with the bad shit that I've done. But you know what? You know fucking what? That bad shit that I've done brought quite a few learning life lessons. That's all I got to say for today. Questions, comments, concerns. In the description are links to where you can find me on social media and in the aminos. Be sure to read the description sometimes because some of the things that didn't get into the video may be there. Sometimes I post funny things. So always be sure to check the description. Be sure to click that little bell to stay informed when I drop a video. And yeah, I will catch y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.